Welcome back, everybody, to the daily show where I'll be doing technical analysis on big mega cap stocks. So, before we get started, please hit the like button, and 150 likes on this video would be greatly appreciated, guys. And if you're new here, consider subscribing. Now, if you want to support the channel, get my daily trade ideas, swing trade ideas, live trading, and all kinds of setups, definitely check out my link down below in the description for Patreon. And now let's get right into it. So Trump sending out letters to a lot of the countries about the tariff. And remember, this is the man who said within 90 days we're gonna have a lot of deals going on. And so far we got like three. So what's going on behind the scenes? Well, we got $5 trillion deficit. That new bill got passed last week. Now, if it's going to make up for that money, I think these tariffs can go back in places. That is the only way you're going to see money coming back. Otherwise, I don't know. You guys tell me what's going on because otherwise, where the money is coming from, guys? It's just insane. And then he's after Powell. Cut, Jerome cut, and this guy is not cutting. Although he admits that these cuts are coming end of the year, and we will see that I think after this meeting on July. Now, despite all that, market knows the taco man can't do anything, so tariffs don't really matter. Market already pricing in possibly a pause. Already there is a pause with a bunch of countries until August 1st, and that's why market's still rallying. And Nvidia hitting $4 trillion market cap for the first time ever, taking over big names like Apple and even Microsoft. Now, what the market did today, you can see Dow was up 0.5%, Nasdaq up nearly 1%, S&P up 0.61%, Russell up over 1%. 11 sectors that makes up S&P 500. Well, clearly technology leading the way on top. Then you got healthcare, utilities, industrials, communication services, and energy, consumer defensive, and even real estate lagging behind. Stock market map. Well, you can see right on my screen that Nvidia was up 1.77%, another brand new all-time high, $4 trillion market cap, guys. That is not something you see on everyday basis, right? Microsoft was another one hitting a brand new all-time high, and this one we actually played puts on it. 500 puts at least. I know myself and two other people that played 500 puts, and these things went to the moon today because after a big move up to 506, that's where I think I got in close to it. 500 puts went deep in the money and we got out. Then we got Google going up 1.28%, Meta up 1.68%, Amazon up 1.41%, Tesla going down 0.66%. Since Nvidia hitting $4 trillion market cap, let's start with Nvidia today, guys. Now, if you're subscribed to my channel and you're watching my videos regularly, you know that I call this out that they won the headline, and I think the stock is going to hit $4 trillion market cap. And boy, oh boy, did this stock deliver, guys. Definitely. Look at this move, $163 per share, almost up and hitting $4 trillion market cap, which is massive. And with Nvidia going up like this, I don't think anybody's going to bring the market down unless this thing comes down and cools off. So far, we got that initial pullback here. You can see previous all-time highs right here. We got that pullback into the support, and then this thing spiked back up. Just a small consolidation here just for 2 days, and now brand new all-time high. So if Nvidia remains over 160, the next stop 165, we're almost there. And from there, these calls that were coming in last week with some time on it, $180 calls, we can possibly go there. But just because these calls came in, that does not mean that we have to go there, right? And this could be, hedging also. So Nvidia, yes, there is a spot where I think it can go 180, possibly 165, 170. Maybe that happens within next couple days. But if this thing pulls back, you can see there is another gap up today. If this thing pulls back down to 160, That's going to be a level to watch on Nvidia. Underneath that, we might see a flush down too, possibly down here to retest previous all-time highs. That's going to be 153. But as of right now, trading into blue skies, nothing can stop this name. It can definitely hit 165 and possibly go higher to reach that target, which is at 180, and that's going to be insane. We will probably go over $4.5 trillion market cap by then. Apple's like it's up 0.5%, so a lot of people thought this is it. And you can see, I did not remove this line. It's right here, guys. This support at 207 exactly down here. And what do we have today as a candle? Well, this is a hammer candle right here on Apple stock. And it's up from these lows. I mean, this is a big swing from 207 going past 211 before closing. That's a big move on Apple stock. Now, I still think Apple is the one that is behind. But if you're buying short term calls because of what I think about this stock and you're holding, you're making a big mistake. Apple will pay, but you gotta go long. You gotta think outside the box. You gotta buy time on calls. And if you're buying shares, just hold on to it because move will come where Nvidia and the others will pull back and this will rise. Just like you're seeing Nvidia and Microsoft rising now, there will be a time where Apple will rise. And at least in the short term, I think it can come up and close this gap 221, possibly retest 225, these highs right here. Now, this is really looking good here after that retest of that support and with the hammer candle. If this thing clears 211.42, which is the 5-day moving average, and top of this candle tomorrow, it can push up to this high right here, that 215, 216 range, and over that possibly next week. And if we get some sort of a good catalyst, it can easily push up to right here at 221. So watch out. Apple is making the right move and it can possibly go higher. On AMD, it's up 0.43%. So AMD had this nice move up today, almost up to the gap, but did not hold, but came back and holding 138. That's the good news. And if you look at my screen, I mean, I can draw it right here, but you can see it. It's a nice bull flag pattern. We got the breakout, and so far that breakout is holding. So 138 holds. We fill the gap at 141, and that holds right here over that gap. Then you're going to see continuation up to 148. To the downside, 138 gives up the next big support, 133 20-day moving average, and then watch out for some move to the downside, possibly down here at 125. On Google stock, it's up 1.43%. So Google had a nice move up all the way up to 180, and there were some China news with Google, and that's why we saw a bit of a pullback at the end, coming down and holding over 176. So Google here did not break down below these moving averages, so 176 can hold. It can push up to 182 again, and over that you're going to see a big move up to 185 to 188, maybe at some point, like I said. It's coming up here to close this gap at 204. To the downside, below 176, key level to watch right down here, 174 and then 170. On Amazon stock, it's up 1.45%. So Amazon had that nice pullback yesterday. The dip was bought up and now it's back in business again. So Amazon takes out this high 224-ish right here. You're going to see explosive move up to 226 to 30. This thing breaks below this support right here. 5-day moving average 221.74. In that case, watch out for a move down here at 218, 216, 212, and then the gap fill reversal can happen at right here at 210.39 on Amazon. Netflix going up 1%, and you can see this thing is just consolidating. Today it was down to 1266, and the dip was bought up, came back up and holding 1270. We did not close this gap, so there is a possibility it can still go down if this thing stays below 1290. These two moving averages, it can come down to 170, possibly down to 1262, and then the gap fill reversal can happen at 1254. To the upside, 1290 breaks, it's heading back up to 1300, and from there it can possibly even retest previous all-time high, which is at 1341. On Meta, it's up 1.68%, so Meta would not come back, and you can see Meta now heading back for that all-time high again. We got this initial pullback here. It's a bull flag pattern and we broke out today. So watch out that 722 to 720 can hold these moving averages right here. It can push up to 739 and then this high right here near 750 and possibly will go on and hit a brand new all-time high. Now, if this thing gets under that 722 to 720 range, the next support at 709 and then the gap fill reversal at 699 can happen right here on Meta. On Tesla stock is down 0.65%, so Tesla got rejection at 300 once again and now pulling back down to lower Bollinger Band right here. So watch out here on Tesla, 291.49, that should be a critical level to watch. If it gets under that level, this Bollinger Band might stretch more to the downside. In that case, you're going to see 280, and then we got some unfinished business down here, these gaps. These will come in later on if this thing comes down here at 280, but Tesla makes a move over 300. Watch out for that resistance at 304, I would say right here, 5-day moving average. And from there, it can go up and close this gap, 312.76. And once we get over that level, then we can talk about more upside. As of right now, it's not looking too good here on Tesla. On Microsoft, it's up 1.39%. So this was fantastic today, especially weekly puts on Microsoft 500 that I played. It was really nice. We still did not close this gap, so I think it will come down here. But from 506 down to 500, that is a $6 move. And if you look at the premium, you guys can still go and look at the premium. This 500 puts that I took went to the moon, took profit out completely, and then this thing reversed and went higher and closing pretty much at a brand new all-time high. So Microsoft, there is a gap below 500 that should act as a support 498. But if this thing gets under that, it also has support at 493, 487, 481. But if this thing remains over 500, watch out for the next stop, and that's going to be 510. We do have a well target, which is at 510, so it might be going there at some point.